Hello everybody, how good of you to join just in time. We actually have finished now the food from different sources. We get another confidence boost of 25. Reason for that is, well, basically because the deer is now working fully, as we can see, and we are slaughtering the deer for the deer meat. And this is a new source of food, obviously, and I'm really glad that it worked out and we do get the boost. Now we have scouted the ruins, so there's a diner. We can use then for some, well, food, I guess. And let's have a look. I think the expedition... Nope, that's it, right? We can start a new expedition now, though. Oh, it's waiting. It's on its way. So we still need a scout, I guess, to do something here. And then they can be on their way. The other thing is, a new drought is coming in. Nothing new. I hope there's no sandstorm. But we don't really have any damaged buildings anymore, so that's fine. And 2 more people are coming up. Let's assign 1 to Wellkeeper, so for a bit of more water. By the way, we're using a lot of water now with the irrigation plant and with my pastures, so they are all consuming water. And coal-wise, we have 4 miners, but there's not that much coal coming in as far as I can see. And what I can see is they all have to go to this storeroom up there. And yep, let's also build another storeroom here somewhere. Right, so we can squeeze it in just fine. And this one is then being used for all of those buildings here. And boy, there's lots of stuff that we need to produce. We've also finished a new block of houses there as well, these cabins in the back, so we are now continuing to expand into this area when it comes to new people, and we basically have no homeless at the moment. That is fine, and this is further boosting my confidence of what we have, because basically no one is suffering at the moment from being exposed to nature. And coal mine, I'm really hoping that this is pushing our coal deposits now. We need coal for so many important things. This one here, cloth, is now missing too. That's because I had cloth up there for quite some time. Let's assign 1 of them to cloth there as well. So we got a few refiners now working on that. It's a real problem. It really baffles me how big of a problem it is with the radiation protection, right? How hard it is to maintain a steady supply there. We got some neck scarves in now from a trader. That's good. Other than that... Oh! And a new sandstorm is coming. They're coming more often now. God damn it. This is going to destroy some of my buildings again and going to kill some people. And I'm losing once again more progress. And off you go. We got once again damaged buildings, and I think I lost just 10 people now. Is that right? We definitely lost a few people because technicians is down now, the burner is down because I said so, teacher is down, medic is down, a researcher we've lost. I'm not liking that too much right now, the sandstorms. And we're also in the new expedition here, the House of Ruins. Let's go into the main entrance and have a look, ready to roll. And we can go with the back door, that is safer, so let's go there. And the back door, thanks to a crowbar, the door didn't hold up for long. And let's have a look inside. There is something that we might find here with the research utensils. And 2nd floor, 3rd floor, that's safer. But let's try this one. Oh, alright. We got a few scraps there. We could try it again. And once again it failed. And every time, of course, we do lose an action point there. Let's continue with something safer. Settler badges, very good. Beans, we found. And also, my settlers took a bit of damage there. Let's get back again and hope that something else is happening. No, really, it's only this one now, right? Yep, it's only the utensils now that we might get here. 1st floor. This time we got it. And we do get 1 knowledge point, actually. Not a utensil, but a knowledge point. Very good. And 2 of them. Very good as well. So this was very successful. And I think that's it anyway. We have fully scouted it. Loot and return. Some cloth there. Some metal. Some scraps. Beans. Medicine is good. And iodine tablets. Let's loot and return. This was actually pretty good. And with that, we have now also reached new levels for the tech tree. As we can see, so we are at tech tree 3 now. Where we could go for, and we do have defense measures. This technology unlocks the building watchtower, ammunition factory and mine along with the product sulfur. Defending against raiders. Loitering ban, sturdy house. The sturdy house. The building can stand up better against sandstorms. Right, but for now, I think it's good that we... Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait. We are getting another knowledge point in soon, so we have 2 of them then that I can use. And a new trader has arrived too. He's got some carbon masks with him. Let's actually try and get 20 of them and see how expensive that is. Quite expensive. Yep. Alright, with tools we could do it. Tools we have plenty of. Getting the 22 there. That's fine because I do need it. It's going to raise the level of my health again. And we can't get the radiation down anymore. This is really aggravating. A bit frustrating too, because it's getting so difficult to maintain a steady balance here now. And we got lots of destroyed buildings still that need to be, oh my goodness, repaired. Expedition has returned as well. Perfect. That's a few materials, and we could start the next one right away. And since we are a bit stable at the moment... No, actually, let's go to the hospital, because there might be some protection that we need. So let's get a few people up there. Yep, those guys. Very good. And we do need some medicine then, and some cloth. And some rations, of course. Let's try to get a few more action points out there. So, 12. And metal tools they need. There we have that. Boy, we have everything for this expedition. And we can thus start it to the hospital. Alright, and with the 2 knowledge points that we have now, it's getting really tough to decide. So, first of all, immunity sounds pretty good. This prevents diseases happening more often, but it consumes more medicine. The other thing that I'm eyeing here right now is the upgraded tailor shop. This increases the efficiency of my tailors. And then we also have the kitchen that provides higher or better food for my people. And I think we actually might be going for this first, because better food basically means that we don't need that much food, basic food anymore, and it also provides more health boosts to my settlers. So let's go with the kitchen for now, and with the next knowledge points we might be going then for, yeah, definitely the immunity and also the upgrade tailor shop. And what is happening with the, the solar collector needs 3 knowledge points and the battery another 2. This is pretty tough there. Alright, speaking of electricity, we are actually having the wind turbine available now, and the next epidemic has broken out. So immunity would have been a good choice there as well. But what can you do about it? I hope we have enough medicine. It's happening more often now, isn't it? The epidemics. So making it really tough there. Radiation levels are decreasing a bit for now at least. And we have so many damaged buildings. It's incredible. Also, the trade has been closed. Very good. So there's a bit of more protection coming in. And let's have a look. We have 2 more people. The miner might be a good choice, because we basically do need that. Tailor, we have already a lot. The refiner or the scrap collector. Let's have refiner, so that's more cloth coming in. We do need that anyway. Oh, no, sorry. Let's... 2 more are coming up. Perfect. Let's use them for medics. We do need that for the medicine. That's really... It's getting a bit stressful there. We are not able to get our population up there for some reasons. I mean, for some reasons I know epidemics, sandstorms and all of that. But still, we have 62 children. But the adults stay the same, more or less, over time. The next drought, and water reserves are going low. I need more well keepers. And water carriers. Let's assign a few more to that. ASAP. It's very important that we do this urgently. The drought is over. Very good. And we have 4 builders. I need them right now to repair all these buildings there. As we can see, they're working on that diligently. And the other thing is now electricity. There we have it. The wind turbine. This produces 300 power. And where should we have it? The wind turbine out here in the open, I think. There we have 100% efficiency, just where we have the mine. How much does it consume actually when it comes to electronics? We have plenty of that. Let's build 2 of the wind turbines for now. And let's have them a bit further away from each other. There we can have the next one. And let's build a 3rd one. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think we need that much. And the power poles, There we have the first one here by these wind turbines. Let's connect them so that we can create a network. There's the first one. And then we can place these now to the industrial areas, right? Where we can have this one then.
Right, Chief. One part of the building has partially collapsed. But even from a distance, you can see that this structure is nearly untouched.
Very good. So there's the hospital. Let's have a look inside. We can already see that there might be some research. And let's go through the main entrance and break the window. Oh, both of them are pry open door. And there we get into it. Let's have a look inside. We do have management. Has a high chance there. 5 settlers. We get an achievement for that and some medicine there. Very good. And a knowledge point. I knew that the hospital is great. There's also the storage. We get some more. Oh my goodness. Iodine pills. They're very good against radiation and some carbon masks. The trauma center. It looks like this guy headed to the trauma center to get some bandages. He was also bleeding severely and probably used some rags to stop the bleeding. The doc says we ought to hurry. His wounds seem to be really bad. And operating table, patch him up. Let's patch him up. We do get some rations, stew, and another settler. So we found a survivor. And we get the stew. So we get a dish, actually, that we can use. I like that, really, that we find new tech there as well. Right, so that's that. Break the window open. Wait a second. Is that it? Nah, collapsed side. Take a look. Climb inside. We're in it now, and the ground floor. Let's check this one. Alright, it seems like we have everything there. Check the floor. We get some more protection and pills. I love the pills. There we have something, some electronics and scrap. It seems to be that's it though. We still have 10 action points. But that's it. We have completed the hospital. Let's loot and return with all the stuff that we found. Hard liquor, medicine, iodine pills. I'm going to take all of them. The carbon masks, the stew, radiation suit, metal tools, electronics. Actually, I can take everything, I guess. Yes. Let's loot and return. This was really successful. So there we got quite a lot of stuff and also a new research level that we have found. But lots of protection, that's important. And yeah, we do have a climbing population again. Finally, 142. So more people than ever are working again in different departments. The water supply is going up as well. Let's assign a new herbalist. We still have plenty of people that need jobs. Farmers. Let's have a few more. And fishermen, we can have so many more of them for now. And we got 6 builders repairing all the stuff. And that's happening as well. I like that. And down here, the wind turbines are working now as well. 2 of them. So we do have an energy surplus of 300 per turbine. Let's just check this in total. 600 energy we does have. And we're already consuming, as we can see, 300 here. As we can see, we do need a lot of these wind turbines though, if we really want to push a good electricity coverage. Now, we do need the next pole then somewhere here so that we connect it. And the next one then over here. I would like to get into the main industrial zone, right, with that. So we're probably going to place them like that. And then we get into the refiners and over here to the tailors. Okay, that's a few of them. And let's also build another wind turbine. Of course, we need to make sure that they're close to the poles, so that I don't waste too much space there, and we can also squeeze in another wind turbine there. That should be fine. So there we got the first buildings being boosted. As we can see, the forest lodge is the first one. This has now electricity and is thus boosted by 50%. And the kitchen has been researched. A new building that we can use now too. There's the kitchen. And it's also being boosted by electricity. And we have the space for it here. So I might just add the kitchen then to this whole area down here. But here we have the food production, right? So it makes more sense to have the kitchen around here. There's also the storage. And I think, yes, let's have the kitchen actually where we have the food production itself. And there we have the kitchen then. I'm going to need this space here for more fields probably. And there's people lying around everywhere. And yeah, another mortician might be good. Oh my goodness, so many dead people everywhere. It's incredible. We lost them to epidemics, sandstorms, diseases, radiation, and what else we have here? We still have medium radiation levels. And where's the expedition? It should be returning soon because there's going to be lots of protection then with it. And what I can also see is my scraps is out. Let's check my scrapyard. This one has some scraps still. This one has lots of scraps as well. Alright. I guess we need another scrapyard still. That's it, yep. And knowledge points, we have one more, but... Oh, stew and the cake would be the other option now, but I'm not going with the cake. The stew should be fine for now. I would like to go with something new. Electric water pump. Pumps water out of the ground without the use of manpower. It requires the connection of a functioning power grid. Sounds pretty good. So this is pumping water without the need for people to work in it. For now we have enough people though. Weather station, immunity. Should we go immunity? Yeah. Let's go with the immunity. That's a new edict that we can then assign here in the forum. And with that, we can reduce the amount of sick people significantly by just consuming a bit more medicine, right? And we do have lots of medicine, so that should be possible. 3 settlers available. Let's assign 2 more builders. We need the builders for repairing. And the water tower here should get its electricity soon as well. Thanks to the wind turbine that we have right next to it. Okay, and just the very next day, the next extreme happens. I guess 20 to 25 people just grew up all of a sudden. And look at that, we got 29 settlers available right now. That is a quick growth. That is almost too much. So up to this point, it was pretty equal. But now that happened, so another, I think, jump to the other extreme. Let's assign some scrap collectors. I've got another scrap yard available now, so we can use more scrap in the surrounding area. Let's just check it. Down here we have lots of scrap, so I do need a lot of that anyway. Let's assign a few herders. Let's assign a few gatherers. The fishermen we can now fully use again, so this is quite a lot of food coming in. And the kitchen is working now, so there we have it, a beautiful building. And we do need cooks for that, of course, and there they are. Let's assign some 5 cooks, and they are going to produce me what? The stew from conventional food. And settlers who eat stew improve their health in the process. Let's produce the stew from that. I think that's much better than the hearty meal that doesn't do anything really. And this one is the stew. It's not as much as the hearty meal though, but it's still fine. And it's consuming, of course, food again, but makes better food out of it. And health is always important. So with the stew, we should be doing that. And it's a beautiful building there. I like it. Very good. And as we can see, almost all the settlers that just went adult or became adults are now being utilized again in our production buildings. Coal, as coal is still, despite having the mine here, still not really being fully in the stocks, right? We have 25 in stock, 28 in reserve, so we do have a bit of coal, but not a whole lot. It's still stable, so we probably will need another one then at some point. Now tools and radiation suits are both out, right? So we would need to produce more there. Let's assign some charcoal burners there so we have more. Wood is also going down. What is going on? It happens so quickly. From one day to another, you go from a total surplus to a total lack of it. It happens way too quickly. We need another forester lodge to compensate with all the wood that we need. So I'm going to assign another one down here where we have lots of wood. The scrapyard, I do have an additional one. And water is going down now too, but that's because of the... No, actually. Let's have a look there. Filtration is working now, so we do get some healthy water out of that, clean water. But it's still the problem that it's not really going up. I could have another cistern. We have the jetties here, after all. Let's assign another cistern and rainwater collector. We should be having a few of them too. Let's have 2 rainwater collectors. right next to the water tower, where we clean everything then. But that's of course taking lots of resources again. And by the way, we have now the edict for the immunity. There we have it. So this is lasting for 3 days, and it's just basically consuming a lot of medicine, but we have that. Let's enact it, and let's also enact the birth control for the next 3 days, right? So 2 new edicts or decrees. Both of them are working now. We do need that because population is exploding at the moment, and this is the other extreme that we can't have, of course. So let's make sure that this becomes a bit more stable again, and the additional water production is being built now. Other than that, radiation levels are still increasing. Health is still fine though, after all, but we have a problem now with all the resources. Stay tuned.